Morning, guys. Just wanted to hop on here real quick and do a quick little update on some information I found out last night. Apparently Boston is jumping on the passport bandwagon. Don't know if it'll trickle down to my city or not, but I am in Massachusetts. I know Boston is very, very, very strict right now. They are a big city and, do have a lot going on out there. But New York started it, okay? Now, New York should have been a prime example. New York should have been a power of example for the rest of the country to say, all right, well, it looks like cases are slowing down. They're all jabbed. Maybe we should. Only people that are going out are jabbed and they're not getting COVID. Maybe we should. That's not happening, guys. Not even close. Okay? You're only allowed out in public if you're jabbed. Well, in public venues, if you're jabbed. And guess what? COVID's still spreading. COVID's still spreading among the jabbed. So, at this point, nobody can prove who gave what to who. A jabbed or an unjabbed person. Okay? So, as of right now, that's all theory as far as jabbed are giving it to unjabbed or unjabbed are giving it to the jabbed, right? It's all theory at this point. We don't know what's going on. We can't prove it. But we can show that this jab doesn't work. For the purpose it was made, it is not working. It is not stopping the spread. You get jabbed, you can still get sick. You can still spread the virus, even if you're not sick, according to them. You can spread this without symptoms, guys. Don't forget that. So viral load has nothing to do with it, according to them. Unless they, lied a little bit. But what I'm seeing, what I find funny, right, is they're so slick. So this mandate, right, supposedly was stopped in the courts, right, which we know Biden has the power to executive order, veto, whatever. He's the president, right? So if he thought it was that important for every worker out there to be jabbed, why would he let it drag on? If people were really a public threat, guys, if people were really a public threat in their eyes, there wouldn't be no deadline. It would have been done and over. You either get a job or you don't work. That's it. Period. End of story. You either get a job or you don't go out in public. Period. End of story. They're not doing it like that. They're waiting until after the holidays, when we've all spent all our money, where your back is against the wall even more so now than it was before the holidays. And they're going to say, anyone over 100 employees, you mandate it on your workers or you pay a fine. Now, if you work for a good employee, they will fight for your rights. They will take this to court because this is against the law. They cannot mandate this on you. They can't. It's against the law. A mandate is not a law. So they're playing all these little games out here and people are just following along, and this is what's making it difficult. And this is what's going to make it a lot easier for them to continue to take more power, to take more of your freedoms, to take more control over your life. I see these videos still today, people yelling at people for not wearing a mask. Listen, if you're that afraid of an unmasked person, you shouldn't be standing there yelling within the 6 feet space, mind you, spitting, yelling, screaming, won't leave them alone. You're harassing them. You're following them through the store, but you're so terrified of them. If I'm terrified of something, I'm running the other way. I'm not following after it, harassing it. Do you see how twisted people look? Do you see how silly you look if you do this to other people? If you're out there screaming at people for not being masked up when the masks don't even work. I don't even have one. I threw it out. You need an an N95 mask. I always call it an H1N1 mask. I don't know why, but because when my daughter had H1N1, that's the mask that they used. So I always associate it. I'm sorry. It's my fault. I know I'm a dingbat. But anyway, it's just crazy. So this is why I feel like they're allowing the mandates to trickle down, to wait. If you're a threat to go to work today, then why would they let you stay and let you test and let you wear a mask and let you do everything else that they're letting you do, that they've been letting you do for the past 2 years? And you've been just fine, right? Clearly, you're still here, you're still standing, you're still working, you still have a job, right? How come if you're a threat today, they're not doing it today? Or at least have it, they should have already had this squashed by now. But no, they're slick. These people are not stupid. Just like I say, I have a feeling they're going to shut the power down after everyone goes out and buys all these electronics for Christmas and spends all their money on PlayStation 5s and gaming computers and Oculuses and all the great stuff they got out there that they're going to just shut off anyway. So not only did they make your money, but you can't even enjoy it now. That's my prediction. I don't know if it's going to happen, but they just keep talking about this solar flare. And knowing that our grid is at like a D level for the, I don't know if I should say safety of it, but like it's not good, guys. And this is something that they should have been putting more effort into a long time ago. They've known this for a long time. Our grid is not safe. Our grid is very vulnerable to attack. And with everything going on right now in the world, with all this chaos and all the drama, and here we go with the rumors of the wars again, like someone said last night, you can't deny. I say that all the time, but I like hearing other people say it because it makes me feel like, okay, I'm seeing something here. It's not just me. We are there, guys. That temple is being built for that Antichrist. Yes, we've had many Antichrists. We've had many of them. But maybe this is what the Bible was talking about when it said, even believers will be deceived, because if we're sitting here waiting for the Antichrist to go on that throne, we're going to know who it is, right? Once he sits on that throne. Maybe we're not. Maybe there's going to be a couple of them. Maybe there's going to be a couple people that... But I don't know. Maybe it's just because they're going to fall away. Maybe it's the falling away from Christ. Maybe because they're taking it all out of our life and erasing God. Erasing everything about God and the Bible and Jesus and all of it. They don't want no part of it anymore in this country. They also know their time is running short. And they have to convince you otherwise. So they can take your soul. That's what it's all about. That's all it's ever been about. Believe it, don't believe it. I don't know, guys. We're just living in some crazy, whacked out times. People are losing their minds. Yelling and screaming in someone's face because you're so scared of them. Because they don't have a mask on. But yet you're following them. You're chasing them. You're screaming at them. A mask isn't going to stop. Your eyes are still exposed. Right? You're in a store yelling at people on top of things. Are you wiping your hands with hand sanitizer after every item you touch in that store? Because how many other people have touched it? Probably not, right? Are you not touching your face at all the entire time you're shopping? Keeping your hands away from your face totally? Probably not. It's not going to stop it, guys. It's not going to do anything but make us a bunch of complying fools. And they see this. And, it unfortunately has to happen this way. Unfortunately, this is, like I said, this is just the way things are going to be. This is the way it's going to play out. There's going to be more hate, more anger, more rage, more chaos. I wouldn't doubt it if they did a purge, but this is a slow purge anyway. That's what this is. It's just a slow way to kill us. Make us dependent on them. Make us sickly. All these kids on these antidepressants and whatever. Somebody just brought it up the other day, and I was talking about this the other day, about all the kids on the psychotropic drugs under 5. Like, just ridiculous, right? But they were talking about, and I talked about this, how if you don't fit in a classroom, if you don't fit in that peg, something's wrong with you. You got ADD, you got this, you got that. And that is not the case, especially with boys. Boys have a lot of energy. Boys are hyperactive by nature, right? Some girls are too, but I'm just saying, it's, if you don't fit in that mold, you're wrong. Something's wrong with you. And then you start out your life feeling like something's wrong with you. And then just imagine where it goes from there, depending on your education. And if you do get an education, if they ever can help you, if they're sticking you on meds, putting these kids on. Oh, they were talking about how parents were abusing their kids. Crap, can't even think of the name of it. It's the ADD medication that's very popular. I can't think of the name of it. Sorry, I just woke up, guys. As you can see, my hair is just, I'm pale as a ghost. Because there's like no sun. No more sun. It's too cold. Anyway, I'll think of it before I go. But they're taking kids' medication because they say it feels like cocaine. So imagine giving that to a young kid already. And I know it's not supposed to have that effect if they really have ADD, but say they don't. They're not going to know that. They're not going to know that this drug's affecting them the wrong way. They're kids. Right? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's the more you think about things, the more you just sit there and you look at your world and the people in it, the OGs running it, the more you just shake your head and go, how? How did they get away with all this? How did they get away with dumbing down society, poisoning us? Still doing it today. They're doing it right now with the juice. And people don't even have a clue. No clue. Nope, let me go get it. Let me go get my 5th one. I'm on my way right now. I'm not telling people what to do, but I do not advise it. I do not advise it based on just the things alone that I see. I made a list the other day. Strokes, blood clots, 1 death, which was a heart attack from a stroke. From a blood clot, sorry. Blindness, sudden just going down. Just your body breaking down just suddenly. I see a lot of this. Inflammation, unexplained. I know a few people like that. Like bad inflammation. I'm not talking about, I'm talking like bad inflammation that doctors don't know why it's there. Can't explain it. It's destroying your immunity. And that's why they're going to blame the unjabbed, because keep getting these things and you're going to catch everything. You'll catch everything and anything out there. You'll be more vulnerable than an unjabbed person, unfortunately. And why are they still not doing antibody tests to see if you have an immunity after you get sick or not? Why are they not doing this? It's amazing, guys. There's so many people that don't ask any questions. They just go along to get along. They think that Fauci's the almighty savior and God himself, I guess. I don't know. But man, people better just shut off your TV. Just shut off your TV, please, for at least a month. Just get away from it. It's all toxic. That news is toxic. Those people are part of the program. They are part of brainwashing. They are part of it. Why do you think you have Chris Cuomo in his basement videoing himself saying he had COVID and he was quarantining and COVID's so bad and da-da-da-da, and then the next thing you know, someone in his neighborhood catches him and films him. And he gets extremely mad because he gets caught out of quarantine without a mask around other people. Do you see? Do as I say, not as I do. You're okay with that? Or you just really believe that if you don't, you're going to die. You can't live like that, guys. You can't live in fear like every time you're going to step out the house, you're going to die. I've never had COVID. I've never felt what it feels like to feel like dying. So I'm not going to judge. Okay? But it's sad that people are going to live this way now. It breaks my heart that people are going to be petrified to leave the house now. I don't know. Listen, just be smart. The tests aren't accurate, but if it makes you feel better, go get a bloody test before the holidays. Everybody that's going to be at that house or wherever you're going, just go get a test. Solves that. You can't spread something without symptoms, guys. You just can't. I don't care what they're telling you. Okay? So don't worry. If you don't feel good, don't go. Yes, a headache could be COVID. Yes, the little sniffles could be COVID. Yes, diarrhea could be COVID. COVID has every symptom in the book. So you just never know. But just be safe. That's all. Anyway, I gotta go. I just had to make that rant because I can't believe Boston's doing this now. I figured it was going to take a little while, but it's here. Time to stop preparing myself for the real mark of the beast. Time to stop preparing my life for the mark. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy for a lot of people. But if you put your trust in God and you pray, He will make it easy. He will make it not a big deal to you. He will fill your time with other things than going to sit in a fancy restaurant or sitting in a theater just blowing $100 on two people watching a movie anyway. So, what's the point? Right? There's better stuff out there for you than what they can give you. What they give you is toxic, garbage, crap you don't even want. It's not doing you any good. It's not helping you. It's not helping you prepare for all the disasters that they have coming for us. And like someone else said, I don't believe that they're going to warn about a tsunami. I don't either. Because that just takes out a lot more people for them. And I get worried about that because I've had one dream about a tsunami. I've had a few earthquake dreams. 2, to be specific. And then I've had the dream of the castle, the medieval castle, and the stars, and the moon gone, and the pentagram in the sky. I believe these dreams were words. These dreams shook me so bad that is why I am where I am right now, to be honest with you. That is why I turned the corner and started looking in other things in other places and finding the truth. Yeah, I started waking up a long time ago, but to do the change in myself, that has been recent. Within the last couple of years. The last year. Last 2 years. Yeah. Maybe 3 now. Almost 3. Yeah. Time just goes by, guys. It feels like last year is 3 years ago. It's crazy. Here's your warp speed. We are in warp speed. Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright, guys. That's all for today. I don't know if I'll be back before the end of the week. If not, everybody have a Merry Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. I don't know what you guys celebrate. Happy holidays. I personally am on the fence about the whole celebrating Jesus' birthday because there's some information that says that Christmas is not his real birthday. So, again, with the Bible being tampered and rewritten, we don't know. We don't know what the point of them telling us this was Jesus' birthday if it's not. It's a pagan holiday, basically. Christmas, Halloween, Easter, they're pagan holidays. Valentine's Day, that I've been celebrating my whole life and not knowing. But anyway, I don't get all too much into it like I used to as far as the whole God thing, because I don't feel like it really is his birthday. I feel like it is a lie. But anyway, whatever it is you're doing, just be safe, stay blessed, stay awake. Till next time, ring the bell. Thanks, guys.